So I'm here with Lou Style, actor, artist, producer, writer, business owner. He's also in the Hood classic film Hood Chicks on Tubi. How are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. Hood chicks for life.
Most definitely. Man, I appreciate you for taking the time. You're from Detroit. What was it like growing up in Detroit?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I love Detroit, but at the same time, you gotta hate Detroit.
uh, you went
But
to
love so real, you can't even help but enjoy being a motherfucker that's from here.
yeah. Um, you went to Mackenzie High School. They have like, a lot of like notable alumni, Jerome Bettis, Gilbert Brown, like, all these NFL players, Nick Perry, like, what was it like going to like Mackenzie High School?
And Mackenzie, if I could go back in time, I'd do that shit all over again. I had a blast. And you did your research to find Mackenzie. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah, yeah. Man, when did you like, start like, pursuing a career as an artist?
Repeat that one more time.
When did you start pursuing a career as an artist?
Man, I've probably been an artist since I was like 19 years old. Back writing diss songs about crisscross and ABC.
Man, that's dope. Like, I feel like, like Detroit, they have like, this, they're known for like having a battle scene, like I think about like, the movie 8 Mile. Like, do you think that's pretty accurate?
Yeah, that's about how we started. We had a lot of underground things from St. Andrews to the Grand Quarters. If people remember what the Grand Quarters was, I did my first show at the Grand Quarters.
Definitely. Yeah, like, I've like watched like, a lot of like documentaries about like, the underground hip hop scene in Detroit. Do you feel like, that the movie 8 Mile is pretty accurate? It's a pretty accurate depiction.
8 Mile is accurate when it comes to battle rapping and first starting for a lot of people. At that present time, people were going to St. Andrews. It was the basement. That's where you could go and you could get a little notoriety, or you could get to where you get to battle other people from other areas, because so many people came from around outside the Detroit area, as well as the city of Detroit being in there. So the atmosphere, getting along, and the little beats and things, it's just what it was in music back then. It was real hip hop.
Definitely. Who were some of your early influences as far as music wise?
And I gotta say, somebody like Too Short, NWA, E40, Spice One, um, Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, man, I love all those artists. Like, I grew up listening to a lot of them. I love Detroit artists. Like I feel like Detroit has like, a rich musical history, just like from the beginning. Like, how did that influence, like being the home of Motown? I think about like, artists like Frida Payne, the legacy that like, Barry Gordy helped create. Like, did that play a part in your
Most definitely, Detroit just got talent. Period. Is whether it's seen or not seen, we the most creative Asper when it comes to music. You see, everybody now is just jumping on the bandwagon. There's still beats and styles, movements.
What do you think? Like, now, like I feel like Detroit, there's a lot of gentrification, like Chinese investors, they're snapping up property in like, the bankrupt areas. And like, do you have any thoughts about that?
Man, yeah, they really trying to be a conglomerate in this industry right now, but a lot of minority groups that's getting a couple of dollars are investing back into the city as well and trying to get what they can to be able to provide to build another Black Wall Street.
Definitely.
You know,
What's
it's hard when you're going against somebody with millions and millions of dollars and you only got a few thousands or a few hundred thousands. But now that we are growing spiritually and mentally, we know how to move through those same avenues that they move. Spend their money and not yours.
definitely, man. What's like, a local staple of Detroit, like like some of the food places and stuff that if you're not from Detroit, you wouldn't necessarily know about though. Like if I go visit, like you would recommend I check out.
You going to Coney Island?
Okay.
You
What's
gonna hit you gonna hit a Coney, and you probably gonna hit a churches. You know, a lot of people ain't got churches. A lot of cities ain't got White Castles, but most definitely you gonna hit a Coney Island.
most definitely? You were in the movie Hood Chicks. What was that experience like?
Man, Hood Chicks was beautiful, man. It was the start of something great. You know, we put a lot of people out like Mr. Go To,
Yeah,
uh,
shout out to Marquez Jacobs, man.
Steel Seven, all kinds of people. People like some me. Shout out to I Say Khan for the help with the production and everything that was going on with it.
For sure. Detroit, like, they've known for like, these classic hood films on Tubi. How is the feeling like, to see your city depicted in these movies, like, the landscape and like Detroit kind of like, getting like recognition for, being like, a comeback city, so to speak.
Man, in this industry, when it comes to independent films, yeah, we started a bandwagon of trends when it comes to this hood film. But we have grown as an industry between people too. And we kind of dominating on Tubi right now. We running neck to neck with people like Atlanta right now, you know. But our new avenues are great, especially with the new shit that I'm about to drop soon. It's
Oh,
about to
what
be.
could you talk about that?
Well, I got a new movie in production now. I can't really get a name to it right now because we under disclosure.
Right, right.
But we got Milan Jackson. She's the assistant producer, director on the project. You know, we got a lot of good people like Shannon Barbados, Cast of Trees. We got Richie Rich, Culture Currency, Baby Hurt. You know, we just got so many people coming through to show love for what I'm doing and how I'm about to change the aspect of everything that's going on with storylines. I love hood shit, but it's how to do something else too. I've been hood all my life.
Definitely. Yeah, I know you like, also like are a comedian, like, pursuing the comedy. What's it like, having like all these different hats because you do a lot of different things, like as far as acting and comedy.
Man, I don't consider myself no comedian. I don't. I'm just being myself, but people do be laughing and having a good time. It's just about having good energy, and being aware of who you are and showing who you are while you are. It never change. Being that same person, and if it's acting up and being silly, but know how to be serious too, then that's what it is. 'Cause, you gotta bring some joy or some laughter or a smile to somebody, especially in a position like some of the parts I've played. I'm a shooter, so I just say I'm a shooter. But being a shooter, I still put a little bit of comedy in that, just some Eddie Murphy shit.
Definitely, man. That's incredible. You know, um, the New Year is approaching. It's gonna be 2024. You got any New Year's resolutions?
Man, just stay moving. What's the motherfucking protocol? Do what you love what you do, get paid for it. Blissfully free. No drama, no stress, no work.
Man, that's a good message. Loose Style, thank you so much for taking the time. Where can people follow you on social media?
And they can follow me on Instagram at Loose Style, that's with an S, me. Um, they can follow me on YouTube and TikTok at MF Protocol. That's PROTOCAL.
Definitely, man. Loose Style, I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, man, running through timelines, cooking. They're going viral, man.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you for taking the time.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my recent interview with Lou Style. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my other interviews. I got a lot of great interviews coming up, so continue to subscribe and also follow me on social media on Instagram. Ryan Glover 187, Twitter Ryan Glover 1982, on Facebook Ryan Glover. And I really appreciate you guys for supporting me. Be on the lookout for my book, Surviving the SAG After Strike. It's my memoir where I talk about, like, my experiences in the entertainment industry. If you guys, like, want to work with me or collab, like, hit me up.